all the time, what do I need to know before I become a Beachbody coach? So what I want to do today is just kind of walk you through my top 5 things. The first of which is it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. And what I really think you need to understand is more of what it is. It's a business where you do get to help so many people, but it's like my mentor told me when I first got started. You're gonna work a lot for a little at first, so that eventually you can work a little for a lot. Guys, like your paycheck as a coach is gonna be a direct reflection of the lives that you're changing. It's that simple. It's not a quick get there, get done, and I get to do it without helping anyone. You get to give your heart to so many people, and it's such a beautiful thing. The second part, though, is that people follow people who are changing. People follow people who are changing. A lot of times people think, I don't know if I can become a coach because, and they insert this excuse of, I'm not at my goal weight. Or I don't have a before and after picture to put side by side to show the world that I have a beach body. Well, guys, people are gonna follow you because you're changing. And those are the people who make the best coaches, who are changing mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Obviously, you're gonna have so many non-scale victories along this journey, and people are gonna see that, they're gonna gravitate towards it, and those are the people who make the best coaches. The third thing, though, is that you're your own boss. You're your own boss. How cool is that? But I think in our society today, we've been taught to be employees, not bosses. As a coach, you're an independent, you aren't working for Beachbody, you're working for you. You get to decide when you work, how you work, where you work. I mean, all of that is up to you, which is such a blessing because that's what freedom's all about. It's crazy awesome. But you've got to learn how to manage your time. You've got to learn to do the work when no boss, nobody else is looking over your shoulder telling you what to do. Now, as far as the fourth thing, now this is one of my favorites. You are your biggest obstacle. A lot of times people come up with all of these reasons as to why they can't become a coach, but in the end, you are the one person that's going to end up putting the brakes on this thing. It's not anybody or anything else. As a coach, you're working on you. You're becoming the best version of yourself. And as you start getting out of this whole I'm just used to the status quo and I'm okay with easy and I'm okay with average, and you're pushing yourself out there for greatness, you're taking your dreams out of the attic and fighting the obvious of our culture, the debt, the stress, the obesity. You're saying, I am not gonna live the life that generations before me have lived. I was told I'd never, ever live a day without a car note, that I'd always be in debt. And instead of saying, okay, I fought for greatness. But when I start fighting, and when you start fighting for greatness, doubts and fears start creeping in. You have got to work more on you than on your business every day. And when you do that, you're gonna do amazing things. But I think that leads us into the last and final tip, which is you gotta be a dreamer. You do. You've got to take those dreams out of the attic. I had to want to be debt-free. I had to want to do great things. But I couldn't just be a dreamer. I had to be a doer. It's one thing to pursue so much knowledge and to be like, I'm going to do great things. And then there's another to put that knowledge into action. There's another to have courage to, what I always say is rip the Band-Aid off and just go for this thing. You cannot just dream. Take the dreams out and just wish for it. You've got to work for it. And when you do these things, man, you are going to be unstoppable.